Do you remember that one guy from high school who got every girl and changed girlfriends as often as you change your Fortnite skins? If you're wondering what happened to that guy, hi, I'm Kai, 29 years old and unemployed. Well, not completely unemployed. I now make YouTube videos to give some secret sauce to you guys. That's why I'm going to share with you today my biggest learnings after more than 1,000 dates and 100 girlfriends that will stay with me forever in my mind. Lesson 1. The friend zone isn't a place you have to stay forever, bro. It's basically like the Fortnite lobby. Sometimes you get in the game faster than you expect, and sometimes you leave before it even starts. There are only two reasons a girl puts you in the friend zone. Either she's not attracted to you physically, or you're just not the guy she feels a real connection with yet. So from the start, you need to be the guy she can actually build a connection with. And if you think you're not attractive enough, then start looks maxing yourself. Lesson 2. Finding a girlfriend who shares your hobbies is for real one of the coolest things I've ever done. Back in the day, I was a huge Call of Duty fan. I played for hours every single day, but then some tough exams came up, so I had to focus on school and barely touch my PS3 controller for a long time. That was also the time I got into another relationship. After I finished exams, my girlfriend came over. I didn't want to tell her about my gaming at first, because I thought she'd think I was a nerd. But bro, it turned out to be the exact opposite. I showed her my PS3 and all my games and just said, "Want to play a round of Black Ops? You better watch out, I play every day, I'll destroy you." Alright, let's start. Wait, what? Turns out she was a total gamer and loved playing too. You can't even imagine how dope that was. We'd game, fucked, game again, fucked again, eat, then back to gaming. Honestly, she's in my top 10 girlfriends just because we could share that hobby, and it made everything 10 times more fun. Lesson 3. Having a toxic girlfriend is like burning your hand on the same hot stove over and over again. It's just stupid. Toxic girls, they'll break you down and mess with your head the entire relationship, and then leave you, making you feel like it's all your fault. One of my first girlfriends was toxic as f***, and I don't mean a little toxic. If being toxic was a sport, she'd win gold every single time. That's how bad she was. I remember the day I was at the gym for the first time in my life. I was so proud. I literally started flexing in front of the mirror when I was at her house. "Kai, I love you the way you are. You don't need to go to the gym for me." "Aw, thanks, babe.
No,
but you're not going anywhere." I don't even want to embarrass myself, but I'm not going to lie to you either. From that day on, I just stopped going to the gym. And that wasn't the only thing I quit for her. Trust me, the list goes on. That shit broke me, but I still loved her so much. Even though deep down, I knew I was obsessed with a hot stove that kept burning me every single day. Of course, that relationship didn't last. She ended up leaving me just after 3 weeks, out of nowhere, so please, if you realize you're dating a toxic girl, run. Bro, just run. Lesson 4. Never date Balkan girl. Lesson 5. If your girl, she says she wants to take a break, it's over. Bro, pack your bags, accept it, just move on. There are only 2 reasons a girl ever wants a break. 1, she actually wants to break up, but doesn't know how to say it, so she calls it a break to make it sound less harsh for you. Or 2, she just wants to cheat with other guys, but keep you around so she doesn't lose you. Basically, she wants legal cheating. There is no other real reason for a relationship break. Lesson 6. Never date Balkan girls. Lesson 7. Do you like having a jealous girlfriend? Then you should date a light-skinned girl. If you're really into being on a tight leash, where she controls everything, bans you from doing whatever you want, and you even have to ask permission just to talk to your teacher in class, then I think that's the way for you. But be careful, once you've got her, it's really hard to get out. Like, for real. I'm not kidding. Some of these girls are honestly crazy as fuck. Lesson 8. This is one of the most important lessons I've learned in my career, and it saved my ass more times than I can count. If your girlfriend or crush starts disrespecting you, you have to leave. You have to walk away from that person. As a man, you always need to be respected. Always. If she doesn't respect you, she doesn't see you as a real man. She's not going to take you seriously. That's why it's your job not to tolerate disrespect. If you do, and you let it slide, she's just going to keep doing it. Each time, she'll respect you less and less because she knows you won't do anything about it. But there will come a day when she finally leaves you, because a woman needs a man she can respect. Anyone who's ever been through this knows exactly what I'm talking about. Lesson 9. If you're in your looks maxing phase and she says, "I love you just the way you are, you don't need to work on yourself," she's only saying that because she's scared you might level up, pull another girl, and leave her. For real, what guy would ever tell his girl, "You don't need to work out for a bigger butt, I love it just as small as it is"? Exactly. Lesson 10. I hope it's not too late to tell you this, but no matter how horny you are, please do me a favor and never send dick pics. Honestly, what response are you expecting? "Wow, that pickaxe needs to loot me right now"? Trust me, it's all downside. Just don't do it. Lesson 11. Women need validation. Every day, every hour, every second. Sometimes they're like little babies who start crying if you're not paying attention to them. And honestly, some girls take it to the next level. They want you to agree with every single thing they say. Like, you're looking at a blue table, right? But she says it's red. If you don't agree with her and stick to your own opinion, suddenly she's pissed and you start arguing. Even though you know it's blue and you're 100% right. But the real problem is, most guys start agreeing with their girl about stuff just to avoid drama, even if they don't actually believe it. If you've ever done this, I gotta be real with you, you're killing the connection with your girl. You probably don't believe me because logically it makes no fucking sense. If that was true, why would you get mad when you disagree? I know what you think, bro. But honestly, women just don't make sense sometimes. Just kidding, love you, mom. Look at it from this perspective. Would you want someone by your side who agrees with everything you say, even if it makes zero sense? You'd stop trusting their opinion, and it would get boring. Because you know they're just saying what you want to hear. Same thing with women. That's why they ask, really? Or, do you mean that? Yeah, it doesn't really make sense, I know, but that's why I make videos like this, to teach you the stuff nobody else will. Lesson 12. Never let yourself go just because you got a girlfriend. Stick to your priorities, bro. If you used to hit the gym 5 times a week before and now you have a girlfriend and go maybe twice, not only will you lose your gains, but your girl will subconsciously notice that you're not staying true to your priorities. She'll start seeing you as weak. Trust me, you don't want that. Lesson 13. Never date Balkan girls. Lesson 14. Your goal should always come first, even if you're in a relationship. This goes hand in hand with what I just said, but seriously, never, and I mean never, lose sight of your goals just because you have a partner now. Lesson 15. Pay attention to the small details when you're dating, and don't rush the process. If you already see red flags on the first dates, trust me, you'll see even more once you're in a relationship with that person. Like I said in point 8 about disrespect, those signs show up early. Watch how she treats waiters, cashiers, or just people in general. If she's rude or disrespectful for no reason, there's a good chance she will disrespect you in the future. Lesson 16. Never date